Yo, what's up, guys? What a game between the Raptors and the Indiana Pacers. The Raptors finding a way to win their ninth in a row, 13 of their last 14, with a game winner by Brandon Ingram with .6 left to defeat the Pacers 97-95. Man, what a game this was, right, guys? Now at times in this game, the Raptors offensively did not look good at times. They didn't shoot the ball very well, especially in that first quarter. The Raptors were only shooting like 30% from the field in that quarter, guys. Indiana was really shooting the ball well, playing really tight defensively. So give the Pacers some credit. They played really well defensively. Large margins in this game tonight, guys. But give the Raptors some credit. Even though Indiana was playing tight defensively, the Raptors grinded their way back into the lead halfway through the end of the second quarter there. And then obviously the Raptors went on a 12-0 run near the end of the second quarter there, ending the first half really well. The Pacers didn't have a bucket for the last 4 minutes of the second quarter, guys. So the Raptors really tightened up defensively. Their offense was starting to click, and it continued in the second half. The Raptors went on another 13-2 run in the second half to start. It was like a 25-3 run between the end of the second quarter and the beginning of the third. So the Raptors were playing some really good ball. And then after the Raptors, they started to go flat offensively. They were missing some buckets a lot, easy chances. Defensively, they were breaking down. Indiana started crawling their way back into the ball game. They went on like an 11-0 run at the end of the third quarter. The Raptors could not close out that quarter well. Shooting-wise, they were bad. Defensively, they were bad. Just not a very good quarter by the Raptors. And the Pacers were really starting to make their shots, drive the lane. TJ McConnell was really making the Raptors' life difficult at times, and the Pacers were able to take a lead in this game, guys, later on in the third and into the fourth, of course, and the Raptors had to grind their way and get back into this game. And listen, man, they grinded the Raptors. They played well defensively at the end of the game there, making it difficult for Indiana. The Raptors grinded shots at the end of the game there. Brandon Ingram scoring their last 6 points at the end of the game was really great to see. Just another game that just makes me scratch my head to people that said this was a bad deal by the Raptors. Like, to people to criticize this move. You traded Kelly Olynyk, Bruce Brown, in a first rounder for Brandon Ingram. And people were literally criticizing this move. And I was laughing at it. And I said to myself, this guy here is going to change the fortunes of the Raptors. And my God, has he changed the fortunes, guys. Like, not only offensively, but defensively as well. Getting blocks, doing really good things on both ends of the floor. And speaking of blocks, how about Jakob Poeltl? At the end of the game, they're blocking his former teammate and roommate, Pascal Siakam, with that massive block, man. Huge by Jakob Poeltl there. And then Ingram obviously scoring the bucket. And Coach Darko not calling a timeout there, just letting his players go on and take that final shot. So credit to Coach Darko there on that play there. And as well, playing Jacoby Walter tonight. Jacoby Walter coming into the game, playing a lot of minutes because obviously R.J. Barrett wasn't playing tonight, playing against the Pacers. And then obviously you didn't have Grady Dick, who obviously took that hard hit to the floor there, banged his head, didn't return to the game, guys. So losing Grady hurt them as well. So you had guys like Jamison Battle, Jacoby Walter, Oltrek trying to help work that workload in there without R.J. playing, obviously. And I have to say, Jacoby Walter was really good tonight, guys. Jacoby, he played 32 minutes, guys. 13 points, guys, 4 rebounds. Jacoby was very effective. Helped the Raptors space up the floor. I think Jacoby should start the next game instead of calling Murray Boyles, because Murray Boyles is a bigger player. Jacoby's a shooting guard. He spreads the floor more, makes it easier for the Raptors. So I think that the next game, Jacoby Walter has to start. And then you got Scotty, who played 36 minutes, 24 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists. Scotty was the best player in the first half for the Raptors, guys, having 16 points, 8 for 8 from the free throw line, 14 for 14 in total, guys. So Scotty really getting to the line, getting some key rebounds, scoring some key buckets when the Raptors needed it, when their offense was flat. So Scotty was really big in that first half for the Raptors, guys, and even down the stretch in the second half. Then B.I., of course, 38 minutes, 26 points, 8 rebounds. Just, there's nothing more to say about B.I. And I'm going to say something else regarding Brandon Ingram. Keep Glorilla at these bloody games, because if Glorilla's at a game, this boy plays well, man. So Glorilla, keep showing up to bloody games, because your man is playing great right now when you're in the stands right now, playing courtside there. So I'm telling you, man, The way he's playing right now is just great to see. He's got his chick on the sidelines there watching him play. He's balling out like crazy right now. Brandon Ingram has just been incredible to watch right now. You know, the Raptors on top of their 4-0 in the NBA Cup. You're going to host a quarterfinal game in the NBA Cup. You win that game, you're going to Vegas to play in the semifinals. So the Raptors looked really good, guys, in the NBA Cup. The 4 games, they sweep it 4-0. That is great to see, guys, on top of it all. And then you get some contributions, like I mentioned, with Jakob, with that big block there. You got quickly with 15, playing 34 minutes tonight, guys. You had, like I said, Jacoby with 13. Sandro only had 7 on 16 minutes. He didn't play very much tonight. Shed only played 16, 2 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. Jamison Battle only 2 points on 13 minutes. Dick only 6, like I mentioned. Ochai only played 5. And Ochai, he's really struggling from the floor right now. He's missing easy buckets, missing easy layups. So his minutes are only going to regress if he doesn't start making buckets. So that is a major concern for Ochai Agbaji if he doesn't start making his shots, because he was one of the best corner 3-point shooters in the league last year percentage-wise. So he's going to have to get it going a little bit. But listen, guys, there were times in this game where the Raptors were not great offensively. You know, like I said, you know, shooting-wise, the Raptors only shot 39% from the field, guys. 35 of 90. So that wasn't great to see. 90% from 3. 5 of 26. That's got to improve a little bit. Free throws, 22 of 27, 82%. That's great to see, an improvement from last game. Rebounds were very close, 59 to 54. Assists, the Pacers had more, 20 to 18. Turnovers, Raptors had 13, Pacers had 18. Points in the paint, Raptors only had 6 more than the Pacers, 46 to 40. So it was a tight game, guys, like a playoff tight game, honestly. It was tight defensively, not easy buckets. And listen, back-to-back games, the Raptors held the team to under 100 points. That's great. You know, great defensive effort by the Raptors. You know, they're going to have to show different ways to win ball games, guys. This is a character win. You did, like I said, you didn't have your best offensive night. You played tight defensively when it mattered most, guys, and the Raptors showed character and found a way to win. And that is the show and growth of maturity in this young Raptors team. You know, you battled adversity, you took the lead, then you gave it up, but you came back and grinded and found a way to win. That is a young team showing maturity and finding different ways to win. That is really positive to see, guys. You know, don't forget, it wasn't that long ago we saw the Raptors lose 15 plus in a row. Okay, they've won 9 in a row, like I mentioned, 13 of the last 14. We are going to enjoy this, guys. The last time the Raptors done this, if you guys recall, was the year after we won the championship. We won 15 in a row at the beginning of January of 2020. The Raptors were looking really good, and then we obviously knew what happened a few months later. The global pandemic happened, and that's why the Raptors have not done anything since that of any magnitude of what they've done now, guys. To win 9 in a row like this, the first time in 5 years, it is great to see it. They're just giving me great vibes right now, just like that 19 team. I'm not saying they're a championship contender, guys, but man, they are playing some great basketball, getting contributions from everywhere right now, guys. So things are looking positive right now. And listen, you got Siakam who had 4 fouls majority of this game today. He was limited. You know, Mathurin had a good game today. You know, Andrew Nemhard, kid from Mississauga, you know, coming home. He had a decent game, not a great game. He only had 9 points, but playing 35 minutes. Siakam, like I said, guys, he only had 11 points because he was in major foul trouble. Walker had 11 in the first quarter and ended up with 13. So the Pacers got cold at times, but they were able to crawl back and get into this game. But give the Raptors a lot of credit, man, in finding a way to win this ball game. But guys, tell me your thoughts and opinions about this game tonight. The Raptors keep on rolling to play Charlotte Saturday night at 6 o'clock, guys. We'll see you guys for another video then. Click like if you like this video. Subscribe if you guys want to see more content. Go Raptors, go as always, guys. And we'll see you guys on the next episode of Raptors Unfiltered. Ciao, guys.